Kirk Frost and Rasheeda were once the ultimate power couple on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, captivating fans for years with their on-screen chemistry and drama. However, out of nowhere, they've announced that they are parting ways, and this isn't just a break or temporary decision. Something major has happened behind the scenes that has left fans in complete shock. Sources are whispering about a huge betrayal, and the show's producers are scrambling to manage the fallout. But what if this isn't just about a reality show? What if it's the end of their relationship altogether? Sources close to the couple are spilling details about explosive arguments, a shocking ultimatum, and a jaw-dropping discovery that led to their split. But what exactly went down? Why would Kirk and Rasheeda throw away everything they had built, both on Love and Hip Hop and in their personal lives? Most importantly, is this the final chapter of their love story? Buckle up, because this story is about to take you on a ride filled with twists and turns that you won't see coming. By the end, you might never look at Kirk and Rasheeda the same way again. It all started quietly at first, subtle hints that something wasn't quite right. Fans noticed small details like Rasheeda's cold expressions and Kirk's increasingly distant behavior. For weeks, the two had not been seen together in public, and the Love and Hip Hop community could feel that something was off. But the real shock came when an insider leaked information that Kirk and Rasheeda were done with the show, not just taking a break, but leaving for good. The news spread quickly, and fans were left to process the sudden announcement. But just when everyone thought they had a handle on the situation, a bombshell revelation hit that would change everything. Behind closed doors, things had taken a dramatic turn. Kirk and Rasheeda had always managed to keep up a united front despite facing numerous scandals, betrayals, and drama over the years. They had managed to remain Love and Hip Hop royalty, but something huge had happened, something so damaging, that it shattered their trust in each other, in the show, and in everything they had worked for. The turning point came on a fateful night at a private event organized by VH1 executives. No cameras were rolling, but the drama that unfolded was far crazier than anything that had ever been aired on TV. Kirk had been drinking, and the tension in the room was thick. Then, the confrontation that would change everything happened. You really think I don't know what you've been doing behind my back? Rasheeda's voice was cold, and her eyes drilled into Kirk. Kirk nervously laughed, trying to brush it off. "What are you talking about?" he muttered, but Rasheeda wasn't having any of it. She was about to expose him in front of everyone. The room fell silent as she pulled out her phone, tapped the screen a few times, and turned it around. A video played, and gasps filled the room. People covered their mouths in shock. Kirk's face went pale. Rasheeda's voice was dangerously low. "I told you, if you ever embarrass me like this again, it's over." What was in the video? No one knew for sure, but the reactions made one thing clear. It was bad. Some sources say the video showed Kirk getting too close to another woman, someone tied to the show. Others believe it was footage of a business deal gone wrong, with shady dealings involving money and betrayal. Whatever it was, it pushed Rasheeda to her breaking point. Kirk tried to reach for Rasheeda, but she jerked away, her face twisted in disgust. "Don't touch me," she snapped, her voice shaking with fury. "I should have left you years ago." Producers stepped in, trying to smooth things over, but it was too late. The damage had been done. Rasheeda stormed out, leaving Kirk humiliated and alone. That night, everything changed. After the event, Rasheeda refused to film. She stopped taking calls from producers, blocked Kirk's number, and started consulting with lawyers. Word spread quickly. Rasheeda was done. But what no one saw coming was that Kirk wasn't ready to give up so easily. He wasn't just trying to save his marriage. He was fighting to hold on to his career. He started making calls, meeting with top executives, and even threatening to expose secrets about the show if they didn't back him. He didn't want to lose his spot, his paycheck, or his status. But the tables had turned. The network had its own issues with Kirk. A confidential document leaked, revealing that Kirk had been causing problems behind the scenes. Allegations of manipulating storylines, refusing to follow contracts, and getting into heated arguments with producers had piled up. The higher-ups had had enough. When Kirk tried to salvage his career, he was hit with a termination notice. "You're out," the source revealed. The network had made its decision. Love and Hip Hop was moving on without them. And just like that, the power couple of reality TV was officially gone. But the drama didn't stop there. Rasheeda wasn't going down quietly. She had her own plans. Rumors quickly spread that she was in talks with another network, not just for a guest appearance, but for her own reality show. This time, she wasn't sharing the spotlight with Kirk. Rasheeda wanted something fresh, independent, and on her own terms, and the offers were already rolling in. A high-level executive who asked to remain anonymous revealed, "Rasheeda is a star in her own right. She doesn't need Kirk to carry a show, and everyone knows it. There are major networks interested in working with her." Kirk, on the other hand, was furious. He couldn't believe Rasheeda was going to leave him behind. "She can't just walk away like that," Kirk was reportedly heard saying to a close friend. "I built this with her. She's not going to leave me in the dust." But Rasheeda was done. For years, she had played the role of the forgiving wife, the one who stood by Kirk no matter what. But this time, things were different. She was no longer willing to fix his mess or let him control her career. She had one final move, and when she made it, Kirk never saw it coming. Kirk was spiraling. Losing love and hip-hop was one thing, but losing Rasheeda, that was a nightmare. He had always counted on the fact that she would never really leave him. But this time, it was clear. She had shut him out completely. She wasn't answering his calls, wasn't coming home, and was already making big moves without him. The industry was buzzing with rumors. Executives were in serious talks about giving Rasheeda her own reality show, and Kirk was nowhere in the picture. A source close to Rasheeda revealed, "She's been meeting with producers and they love the idea of a show centered around her life, without the baggage of Kirk." Kirk, of course, couldn't handle it. He went into full damage control mode. He tried to spin the story in his favor, claiming that Rasheeda was being manipulated by the executives. "They want to turn her against me," Kirk ranted in a private conversation that was later leaked. "I've been there for her since day one, and now she's acting like I don't exist." But no one was buying it. Not the fans, not the industry insiders, not even those closest to Kirk. Then, Rasheeda made her boldest move yet. She went public with the truth. Late one night, she posted a cryptic message on Instagram. "You can only disrespect me so many times before I walk away for good." The internet went wild. Fans flooded the comments with messages of support, saying things like, "We got your back, queen," and "It's about time you leave that man." Gossip pages picked up the story, and soon screenshots of her post went viral. Kirk immediately tried to do damage control. He went live on Instagram hours later, insisting that people were jumping to conclusions. "Me and Rasheeda, we've been through everything together. Do you really think she's just going to up and leave like that?" he said, shaking his head. But as he spoke, the comment section was on fire. "You played yourself, Kirk. We saw this coming." Then Rasheeda made another move that left Kirk shook. She joined the live, only for a second, but it was enough. She didn't say a word. Instead, she posted another message to Instagram. "Some things don't need to be explained. The truth always reveals itself." And just like that, Rasheeda ended him. Kirk's downfall continued when Love and Hip Hop officially removed both his and Rasheeda's names from the next season's promotional materials. They weren't just stepping away from the show, they were completely erased from the franchise. And that's when Kirk snapped. If the show was done with him, he was done playing nice. Kirk started threatening to expose the producers, claiming he had dirt on the show, things that could destroy careers and ruin reputations. But he wasn't bluffing. One insider revealed, "Kirk knows where all the bodies are buried. He's seen things behind the scenes that could shake the entire franchise." But just when Kirk thought things couldn't get worse, Rasheeda made her boldest move yet. She announced her own reality show. And the kicker? The first episode would be all about her breaking free from Kirk Frost. Kirk was blindsided. He refused to believe it at first, thinking it was just a rumor. But when the official announcement came and a teaser trailer was released, Kirk realized this was real. The entire world was about to see his downfall on camera. In the teaser, Rasheeda was seen sitting in a high-end restaurant looking directly at the camera. "I gave my whole life to someone who didn't deserve me," she said. "But now it's my time."